Carla Salvador was standing in the front of their house waiting for Patrick's text message. Her smile can't be measured by how she felt that day she went home. She was so happy, and it could be the most memorable day of her life because for the first time she said yes to her suitor. Carla was a 16-year-old teenager and a grade 11 student. She was hailed for her beauty and brains. The most of the time, she always represented her school for academic competitions and beauty pageant, which some of her classmates invite. She never entertained suitors before because her mother forbade her. She was still young and needed to concentrate more on her studies. But that changed when a transferee named Patrick Dominguez became her classmate and captured her heart the day she met him. Patrick courted her for 2 weeks before Carla gave her big yes to him. Her mother didn't know about their relationship with Patrick, and she didn't have an idea that her daughter will be dating tonight. Carla knew that the moment her parents will find out that she has already a boyfriend, they will get mad at her and force her to stop her relationship to him. She has no plan to tell them their relationship, and that will keep it a secret.
Carla, honey, come inside now. Dinner is ready.
Her mother said she was busy inside their kitchen preparing for their meal.
Coming, Mom.
Carla answered, still waiting for Patrick's message. She knew Patrick will come to fetch her and have their romantic date together for the first time. Her classmates and most of the girls in their campus will invite her more because her boyfriend was the campus heartthrob.
Hey, honey, come inside now. Your dad's waiting in the kitchen.
Susan said, and this time she's angry.
Mom, I'm not yet hungry. Can you eat with Dad and tell him I'll skip my dinner tonight?
She answered, still her eyes on her cell phone.
Don't you dare not to have dinner with us, young lady. What is it in your cell phone that your eyes can't ignore to look at?
Again, Susan asked. Her voice became louder.
Nothing, Mom. It's just my classmate Jonah. We will be making our research work together tonight.
She lied, then tried to gaze on her mother's reaction.
Tonight? Why tonight? It's already late, honey. You can do your research tomorrow.
Her mother said, raising her eyebrow.
Mom, I have to. They will no longer make me part of the group if I won't join them tonight. Besides, it won't take long. I will be home before 9.
She explained, hoping she will allow her.
It's already dark outside, and it's too dangerous for you to be out there. I will not allow you. Not this time, Carla.
Susan said, and this time she's angry.
Get inside now, and I'll be calling your classmates about it. It's not right that they will not include you in their group just because you were not able to come tonight.
She added. She shuffled her feet towards her daughter.
But Mom, just for tonight, please. Nothing wrong will happen to me. They're going to fetch me and bring me home before 9 tonight. Please, Mom.
Carla embraced her mother and hugged her just to convince her to allow her go. Her mother gazed at her. She was thinking if she will allow her daughter to be with her classmates to do their school research. She's been a good daughter to her ever since. She was a consistent honor student, and maybe it will be alright to allow her. Besides, it is for the school requirement.
Alright, I trusted you, honey. But make sure, you will be home before 9.
Susan said. Carla nodded, this time, there's a big smile on her face.
Really, Mom? You're allowing me now?
Yes, but you need to tell your father about it.
She said, caressing her daughter's beautiful face.
Oh, Mom. Thank you. You're the best mom ever.
She kissed her mom's cheek.
Make sure no more suitors or boyfriend yet.
Susan reminded her. The smile on Carla's face slowly faded. She nodded but felt guilty.
I will, Mom.
Carla immediately ran inside their kitchen and went to see her dad to ask her permission. When she saw her dad eating his meal, she told the same lies she told her mother. And as expected, her father gave his permission to go. As for her, it was always easy to ask her father's permission than her mother. Her cell phone beeped. She looked on her phone and saw Patrick's message. She read it and learned that he will be fetching her in a minute. Her mom was already inside eating dinner with her dad. She got her shoulder bag and placed her cell phone inside.
My classmate's here. Gotta go, Mom. Dad.
She kissed her mother and her father.
Are you sure you're not going to eat your dinner first, honey?
Her mother asked again, smiling at her.
No, Mom. No time now. See you later, Mom and Dad.
And she went outside their house and gazed her eyes on the street. Carla's heart suddenly jumped as she saw her boyfriend outside the gate of their house. Patrick was on her motorcycle waiting for her. As usual, Patrick is wearing his handsome smile as he approached her. They embraced and kissed each other before Carla rode back on Patrick's motorcycle. Patrick turned the engine on and immediately drove the motorcycle and left the place. Susan almost cried when she saw her daughter lied to her. She saw Carla embraced and kissed the young man while looking in the window. Now she knew that her daughter has a boyfriend. The worst was, she learned to tell lies.
What's wrong?
Her husband asked. Susan shook his head.
Nothing.
She answered and dried the tears using her thumb. Her husband held her hands.
Don't cry. You knew that this will happen. You should not be surprised because our daughter has grown up to be a lady.
He said and tried to smile and show to her that there's nothing to worry about.
I know. But she should have told us. She doesn't need to make lies. We are her parents, and she should not lie to us.
Susan burst into tears and embraced her husband for comfort. Martin carries his wife's back. He placed his hand to his wife's shoulder and pulled her towards his side.
What we are going to do now is to try to understand her situation. We talk to her and tell her what we love her. There's no reason for our daughter not to tell us about her relationship to that guy. There's no reason for us to get angry and judge her for what she did, because we are her parents.
Martin said and kissed her wife's forehead. The night was humid and the moon was bright. The stars are like crystal scattered on the dark sky. The clouds are dark in color, slowly crawling to cover the moon's face. As the nocturnal birds flying everywhere and communicating with their high-pitched sound. Carla was excited. Her smile cannot be erased at that moment because she was sure that she will be enjoying the night with Patrick. She will be eating on a classy restaurant with their favorite music playing. And the most romantic of all is when Patrick will give her roses. 12 red roses. She can't wait for that moment. Patrick was her first boyfriend and she will be with him for their first date. Patrick parked his motorcycle in a place where Carlos didn't expect. They were in a vacant lot far away from the main road and residential area. Carla was puzzled and wondered why they were on that eerie place.
What is this place?
She asked nervously. Just relax. We're here to celebrate our first date, right? Patrick answered, smiling. He grinned while helping Carla to get down from his motorcycle.
Why here?
She asked. This time her face became serious. Don't you think how romantic here? It is dark and there's no moon and the stars. Can't you hear the music made by the insects? Patrick took 3 steps proudly. Carla felt her body became numb as fear slowly crawling at her.
You're insane.
She shouted. Yes, I am. Patrick laughed. Do you think I am really in love with you, Carla? He asked while touching the fresh beard from his chin.
But you said you love me, and I believe you.
Patrick laughed again. This time Carla noticed that she was already crying, and fear is the only emotion she felt that time. Sorry, my dear. It's all lies. Just like what you said to your parents. You lied, and they believe you, Patrick said. Carla noticed that the Patrick she knew was no longer the same Patrick who was standing in front of him.
You're insane. Please, bring me home.
She pleaded to him. Patrick laughed. Why would I do that? You're mine now, sweetie. He offered his hand to her. Come, let me bring you to our paradise. Carla shook her head.
No. I have no time for this, Patrick. If this is a joke, please, stop it right now.
She shouted. Do you think this is a joke, Carla? He said, laughing. Then you are very wrong. He added, moving his index finger from side to side. Carla thought that it's useless to talk to Patrick now. The guy she loved was insane and dangerous. She needed to make her escape and save herself from him. Come, my sweetie. It's time for our romantic date, Patrick said and started to move his feet towards Carla. Carla felt her feet shaking as Patrick moving towards her. She held her shoulder bag in her right arm and swung it on Patrick's face. She ran towards the rough road using the light of the moon as her guide to see in the dark. Her heart pounded on her chest while running on the bushes, away from her insane boyfriend. She needed to reach the main road and look for some motorist or a residential area to ask for help. Now she realized that if she only listened to her parents, she will not be in this situation. She was running for her life from the person she trusted and loved most. When she reached the highway, Carla saw 2 men seated on the back of a compartment's car. For the first time, she felt safe and without any hesitation, she immediately approached the 2 men.
Help! Please, help me!
She shouted while gasping for air to breathe. The 2 men stood and looked at each other. They ran towards her and showed their concern to her.
What happened?
The middle-aged man asked.
Someone tried to rape me. Please, help me.
She pleaded. She tried to breathe as she felt the burning sensation from her chest. Again, the 2 men gazed at each other.
Come with us.
The thin man said and opened the car.
Get inside.
Without any doubt, Carla got inside the car crying. The middle-aged man took his phone on his pocket and dialed a number. Then someone answered his call and he said,
She's here.
He grinned and fixed his eyes on Carla, who was weeping inside the car. It's almost 11 in the evening and Carla's parents were now worried. They are on the living room still watching for the late news. They are waiting for their daughter to talk to her and tell her that they're not mad at her. This time, they will allow her to engage in a relationship, but they have to know her boyfriend personally. From the outside, Carla was running and still crying. She opened the gate and went in front of the door. She saw her parents still awake watching the late TV programs, which they didn't do before. Carla knocked on the door 3 times, but her parents didn't seem to hear her knocking.
Mom! Dad! I'm here! Please open the door!
She shouted. Carla watched them still watching TV, or maybe they are already sleeping. This time, she pounded hard on the wooden door.
Mom! Dad! Please open the door! Let me in, please! I'm so sorry! I'm so sorry that I lied!
Carla was almost jumped when she heard a siren of a police vehicle as the red and blue neon lights shattered everywhere. She saw her parents stood and opened the door. Carla embraced her mom the moment the door opened.
Mom! I'm so sorry! I won't do it again!
Then she cried. 2 policemen came in front of Carla's parents. One of them took his hat and bowed to them.
Ma'am and sir, we've found your daughter.
The policeman said. Carla was puzzled, looking both to her parents.
Mom! Dad! I'm here!
She said. Again, they seemed not to notice her. Her mom embraced her dad and started to wail.
We're very sorry for your loss. A motorist found her lifeless body dumped on the highway near the Bayers Forest.
The policeman said in a sad tone. Carla's parents hugged each other and wept. Their daughter was now found after missing for 2 days.
No! That's not true! I'm alive! I am here, Mom! I am here! And I'm home!
Carla shouted.